For us, it's been a game changer because we always had a really hard time of keeping our wheat from lodging in the late season. We can make it stand all year long. When those heads come out and those heads get full and they get heavy, we get some really bad storms come through, you know, in May, and it usually makes that wheat crop start lodging towards the end of May. And so we started playing with different rates of PGRs. Like I said, it really changed how we farmed wheat, and because we could add more nitrogen late season and really push that wheat on, and also it allowed us to keep that wheat a little bit thicker throughout the year because we didn't have to worry about it lodging from being too thick. And so for us, you know, it's just been a really good thing for us. And we run about 10 ounces is what we run as our standard practice across our farm. Some years, if we think you might have some excess growth because of lack of rain in the previous corn crop and having excess nitrogen, we might bump it up, especially on the end rows and stuff like that where the yields are really off on the corn because of a drought or something like that. So for us, like I said, it's about 10 ounces. I got some pictures I'm going to throw in there and you'll be able to see the difference in when we did 5 ounces, 10 ounces, and nothing. And you know, the other thing it does is when we do it, you change the height of the plant, but you also start changing the thickness of the stem itself and the cell walls, how thick the cell walls is I guess what you're changing. But it's pretty eye-opening when you can actually see what the product's doing and how it manipulates that plant into, you know, starting to stack up a little bit, being a lot shorter in between the internodes. You know, in cotton country where we are here in West Tennessee, we've always used PGRs to regulate the growth of the plant from a vegetative standpoint. And so basically we're able to do the same thing now in wheat. And like I said, it's been out about 10 years, but it's just one thing I look back on every year. We'll never forget it on our farm because the few years that we have left it out in the last 10 years, the wheat falls on the ground and we shell wheat at 1.5 miles per hour all day long, and it's the most miserable thing in the world.